I get out too with a camera, the big Canon, like, yo, Puff, I should document this shit, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? What you talking about? I said, no, I should get this, man. You, Fonz, whole nine.
I get out too with a camera, the big Canon like yo Puff. I should document this. __. Right, yo, what's up, Playboy? What you talking about? I should get this man you for the whole night. So it looks like Jamie Foxx just entered the chat in this Diddy drama. And he's spilling the tea on how Diddy allegedly planned to take him out. Because he knew too much about Diddy's secret parties, the best part is he has receipts to prove everything around April last year. Jamie Foxx had to be hospitalized for an undisclosed medical emergency, which many people believe to be a stroke. However, what set off alarm bells in fans' heads was when Jimmy started dropping some cryptic messages after he returned from the hospital. It didn't take fans long to start connecting the dots between James' mysterious illness and how so many people around Diddy also started getting mysteriously ill, or even suffered strange deaths, because they knew too much about Diddy's secrets. I don't know y'all, but it's getting super creepy around here. But let's break this down real quick. Ever since Jamie Foxx had that health emergency last year, fans have not been able to let go of the feeling that Jamie was targeted by somebody somewhere now who could have a motive to target Jamie Foxx. Glad you asked. According to sources close to him, Jamie has proof that the person who was out to get him was none other than Diddy. Allegedly, Diddy might have hired someone to induce a medical condition in James, which landed him in the hospital. And the plan was actually for Jay to get unived in the process. But somehow Jamie managed to survive, and he's ready to expose all the secrets for those who have forgotten how bad James' illness was. He was reported to have had a brain attack or stroke at the age of 55. At that age, it's not unusual to have a stroke or something related to that. However, James' inner circle revealed that Jay didn't have any indications or habits that could have caused this sudden illness. Jamie himself said as much in an Instagram post he made shortly after getting discharged from the hospital. In the post, he shared a couple of photos of himself with a caption, "You're looking at a man who is thankful, finally starting to feel like myself. It's been an unexpected dark journey, but I can see the light. I'm thankful to everyone that reached out and sent well wishes and prayers." But that's not even as creepy as the video he posted a few weeks before that where he looked completely worn out. He even said that although he was recovering, he wasn't sure he was going to make it out of the mystery illness. The point is, whatever that illness was, it was pretty rough on Jamie. But you know who else had such a devastating, mysterious illness? Kim Porter. Except in Kim's case, she didn't make it. The same thing happened to Albie Shore, Kim's ex. And he even spent 2 months in a coma, like Jamie. The explanation we got was that Albie's illness was some mysterious one, and he just suddenly collapsed while working in his studio. But you know the one thing Jamie, Kim, and Albie Shore had in common: they were all part of Diddy's inner circle, and they were planning to expose Diddy. And the craziest part is that till today, we still don't have an explanation of what really happened to any of them. Check out what Jaguar Wright said she believed happened with Kim and Albie Shore. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know that they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas. And then the next thing, no, you want to know what they all had in common, though the survivors and in the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing books. Andrew was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died, and Albie Shore was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. As for Jamie, we all know he has been a frequent attendee of Diddy's wild all-male parties. As far back as though we also know Jamie and Diddy go way back, and they were so close at some point that Diddy even let Jamie organize one of his parties. And I said, "Puff, I'll throw you a party for $400, yo Playboy. I'm in town. Make it happen." I said, "Cool." So I went into my little phones, called about 200 of the coolest people. They all came to my house. Puff showed up with, SUVs. And FBI. It was just, was crazy, 'cause it was, it was all Puff. Was always sort of dangerous. So he had all kinds of people following, so he gets out and comes in my house. And he said, "Oh, that's the girl on that show. And that's the guy on that show." And I said, "Yeah, we're all friends. We all hang out." He said, "Oh man, this is great. Jamie has also talked about witnessing some wild things at Diddy's parties. And how Diddy even allowed him to record some of the craziness that went down. I get out too with a camera, the big Canon, like, yo Puff, I should document this. ___. Right, yo, what's up, Playboy? What you talking about?" I said. "I should get this man you find hole." And he says, yeah, let him through. Excuse me, so I get. But at the time it was like the little camera. You'll got it was the big intrusive Canon. I had a battery pack. Hold on, man. Let me change my pack. Put my light on here. Do that again, Puff, do that again. I missed that one. Do that again, put the pack. So I started following him. Wow. So I followed him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this. And it's a pool party that is ridiculous. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is. And when it comes to Diddy and his wild parties, one thing he likes to do is record for funsies. During the raid of his homes, investigators reportedly seized several cameras, laptops, phones, and other electronics. We don't know if any of the tapes Jamie took were among them. But it seems like Diddy might have known Ish was about to hit the fan. So he decided to do some house cleaning and tie up loose ends. But what's interesting is that there have also been speculations that Jimmy didn't just attend these parties and record other people doing crazy things. It looks like he also participated in them. Fox is one of the male celebrities who have been rumored to be among Diddy's lovers in the past. And he has also faced allegations of being on the DL for a long time. Cat Williams once talked about how he knew everyone's secrets in the industry and how he knew the male A-listers who were on the DL. One of the names he dropped was Jamie Foxx. And he then went ahead to expose James' alleged affair with Marquez Anthony. I know all the comedians and actors' secrets. Who's Jamie? I can only say it because I can tell you the name of the duty. His name is Marcus Anthony. He's the only dude signed to Jamie Foxx. His label, check it out. And then Twitter the dude that asked him to see if he'd don't say yes. When Marcus was later asked about the affair, he denied it. But you don't need a body language expert to tell you Marquez was nervous. While answering the question, it was almost like he didn't want to say something that would expose him or Jamie. So it's not a reach to imagine Diddy and Jamie used to roll in the hay once in a while. This suspicion was further fueled by a TikTok that went viral where the TikToker claimed her mother used to be tight with Jamie back in the day. And she told her about these rumored naked male-only basketball games Diddy and Jamie used to host and invite other Hollywood elites. He used to have these things called butt-naked basketball games, okay? He would invite over a lot of Hollywood elite to his house for a basketball game. But it was men only, and they would be like, "Oh, we're just going to get naked and play basketball." Was like, "Oh, haha." If you want to know who was probably at these games, just look at who P. Diddy and Jamie Foxx have been hanging around. Obviously, Jamie knew a lot about Diddy's shenanigans, enough to make Diddy nervous about what Jamie might be willing to disclose if it really came down to it. In fact, it turns out this is not the first time Jimmy and Diddy have had tension between them. A video recently started going around on Twitter of Jime doing a stand-up show and talking about how Diddy almost jumped him once for disrespecting Jennifer Lopez. His then-girlfriend Jay's story seems harmless enough, but just pay attention to what he said towards the end of the clip. That's when Puffy came in. He was applause. Take that, 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 Puffy, over here. Oh, my bad. He just has too much juice in his throat. I think you ever meet those people that's got a lot of juice in they throat. They just juicy-mouthed. It feel damn you got a juicy on your mouth is juicy juicy mouthed. But if you needed further proof, don't you think Jimmy would have at least come out to say something in support of Diddy, since his homes got raided, and his children were literally placed in handcuffs with firearms pointed at them? Well, he hasn't said anything, or even associated himself with Diddy in a long time. Considering how close Jamie made everyone believe they were, it's certainly strange that Jimmy is now giving Diddy the cold shoulder then again. Diddy also did the same thing when G was ill. I mean, apart from all the suspicious connections between G and Diddy that told fans Diddy might have had a hand in James' mysterious illness, a lot of fans found it strange that while James was busy fighting for his life, neither Diddy nor anyone from his camp offered Jamie any support.